Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Hood Report Podcast. My name is Nina, and we are here with a great segment for you guys today. As you can see, we are all in person here in Vegas. How exciting is that? We are doing our first in-person podcast, and we are so excited to be here with you guys talking all about March Madness. So it's been a little crazy. So we have a lot to talk about today. So it's an exciting first day of the tournament, marked by a little madness as 12th seed McNeese State defeats 5th seed Clemson. And number 11 seed Drake defeated the number 6 seed Missouri, to name a few. So our hosts will be sharing their thoughts today on both of this game and the day one overall. So let's get started. But before we do, we should do maybe a little introduction again. It's our first time in person, and I don't know if you have seen our previous podcast, but we might as well introduce ourselves. Everyone, let's just go around the table. Let's start with Rodney. How about you go ahead, share a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everyone. This is Rodney. Very nice to meet you once again. I look forward to this podcast in person with my counterparts here. I am born and raised in Detroit. What up, though?
How you doing? I'm Leon. They call me Tweety, so if you see them calling me Tweety, that's what I was born and raised with. They call me Tweety all my life. So I was born and raised in Las Vegas. I'm a 20-year vet. So let's get it. Let's get this.
Hello, everybody. I'm Quentin from Detroit. You've been called a Q, Quentin, whatever you like. Just don't put a sir in front of it. Mm-hmm. But I'm here with my family, my cousins and such, and we're going to rock it out for you. The best Detroit style. I'm here to bring you Detroit's perspective, actually the Detroit teams, and that's what I'll be focusing on the most. So be prepared and enjoy.
It's your boy Martin from Detroit, currently residing in Las Vegas. I got the best of both worlds. I'm good. Let's go. Let's get it.
And I'm Nina. I'm from Detroit. I'm here just to give you the news. So they're going to do all the talking. But let's just get started. So let's do some surprises, upsets, I told you so, memorable moments. What do you guys think about the day one picks? Let's go for it.
Yesterday, it was a very eventful day. We had a couple upsets. The first big upset was McNeese State. Hey, that was their first tournament win ever. That was a big win for them. They pulled it off. They took care of business, and they're going to be moving on. The next big one was Arkansas beating Kansas. That was another big one that they took care of business, got Kansas out of there. They're going to move on. The third one was it was Creighton. Creighton beat who did Creighton beat? I can't remember the guy.
Creighton beat Louisville.
Creighton beat Louisville. And, I mean, they did very good. That boy that they got playing for them at guard, we all watched him. He was the best player yesterday. Neal was the best player yesterday. He had 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. He was live. So, good day.
I will remind the podcast in America that one of us selected Creighton as one of our upset picks. So, I was right there. Second one to be correct today. I add to a bit of what Martin said. I think the madness begun anytime you have the higher seeds defeating the lower seeds. So in that case, you saw that happen, as Martin mentioned. So that's when the madness begins. That's when the brackets get shifted. I would say with the games that we saw yesterday, I think with the McNeese, I would go back there. Peace out to Joe Dumars, who's from McNeese State, first off.
Joey D.
That's right, Joey D, baby. That's Detroit. Right. Now, what I would say first off about McNeese, one of the things you saw with them, very athletic. They have a pressure defensive style. So I think as they advance in, I don't think that it's a mistake or a fluke that they won. They actually have a team that is going to perform well in the tournament. So I think that is one thing I would note off the top. I think secondly, I think your boy here also told you that Kansas ain't shit, right? And Kansas went down yesterday at the end, and I said Arkansas would win the game. One of us here had Kansas their picks. We'll talk about that later. But I said Arkansas would win the game. Coach Cal took care of business, came in with a new team, new situation as a leader in Kentucky, and he's right back on the same path. Hey, I would like to wish Coach Cal and Arkansas Razorbacks much success in the tournament. I'm a Coach Cal fan.
All right, Tweety, what do you think?
Well, When I picked,
what had happened was,
what had happened. Let's hear this bullshit, America. Go ahead.
When I picked Arkansas, Let me go back to my picks. I don't remember what I picked. Who I picked at? I think I
He
picked
picked
Arkansas.
Kansas and he picked Utah State.
I picked Arkansas.
No, we got you on tape, brother. You
got me on
Kansas.
tape?
Yeah,
Yes.
we got you on tape.
Roll the
We got
clip.
you on
No.
tape. Yeah, we got you on tape.
Roll the tape back, because I picked Arkansas. but it was good. March Madness is on and rocking. So the 5-12 seed is, I guess, every year there's an upset going on between the 5 and 12 seed.
Yes.
But up and coming, March Madness is on and rocking. So pay attention.
Very great. Yeah, I was particularly impressed with McNeese State. The way those guys played together, and the quickness. They're not a big team. They're a small team, but they recover so well on defense. It's phenomenal the way they recover. You can't even pass the ball around the perimeter, and they can recover and get to your 3-point shooter before you can even get the ball to them. That right there is amazing. Secondly, about McNeese State, all 5 guys had the capability of penetrating off the dribble. When you got five creators on the floor at all time, it creates hell for everybody. Nobody can hide on defense, and that's why I love this team, McNeese State, so much. I don't know if they'll win their next game, but I know they're gonna get the next team hell because they are here and they are for real.
And to that point, what I would say is they got Purdue next. Purdue has one primary ball handler. They're gonna be hell on Purdue. Prediction here, they're going to beat Purdue, and they'll make it advance to Sweet 16 is my guess, is what I'm saying. It's not my pick, but I would tell you that I do think McNeese State, to your point, is going to give Purdue hell. They're going to play a pressure-style defense, and that's going to be a problem for Purdue.
Absolutely.
And we did miss one upset too because Drake beat Missouri, and that was a very good game from Drake. They moving on. They were the 11th seed beating. Missouri was the 6th seed, so that was another upset that that happened yesterday. So the madness is just starting. One matchup coming forward that we need to be looking at is Coach Cal against Pitino.
Oh, yeah.
2 old friends going at it. That should be very well. That should be a very good game.
Sports fan or not, that is must-see TV. Let me tell you, you got to see that game. That will be a legendary game. Both of them with new schools taking their teams looking to advance in the tournament. So to Martin's point, 100%, don't miss it.
And just real quick, right now live as we're talking, Alabama's in a struggle right now. The number 2 seed, Alabama's in a struggle. They only up about 1 point with like 4 minutes left. So let's see what happens. Keep that madness coming. Today will be
interesting. I think we're going to get 1 or 2 upsets that are going to take place today as well.
Okay.
I think the other thing that we had that we were going to talk about as a part of this is we had our picks from the last time. So America, I'd be happy to recap the picks.
Oh, boy.
As I predicted, and as I almost got cut off the last time around, I told you wanted to wait and hear what I had to say. So I'm going to recap it for you for those of you that weren't there or didn't hear it the first time. First and foremost, my boy Tweety over here, my guy, this is my guy. He indicated that Kansas would win, and I told you Kansas wouldn't shit, and I told you that Arkansas would win. Ding, ding, Arkansas won the game.
Roll the tape back.
Number 2, Tweety over here. He indicated that Utah State would win. And I told you, if you remember, rewind the tape, I said UCLA plays hell of a defense. They're one of the top defensive teams in the Big Ten and in the country. UCLA held Utah State to 47 points. Ding, ding, ding. Your boy right again. I'm like, damn, this ain't no mistake. And then lastly, I would say for my pick, I had one game that played yesterday, the other one that plays today. I said Creighton would win. That was my upset pick. Creighton won yesterday. So that's 3 that your boy called correctly. I would say, looking at the other picks, Quentin is yet to go, so both of his games are today. He has Colorado State and he has Michigan State are his 2 picks. And then Martin fared the same as old Tweety over here. He picked Georgia to win yesterday, and Georgia lost to Gonzaga. Was surprisingly good. I think they pulled some black guys from somewhere. Because when I watched them during the season, I was like, I don't know where the fuck all these black guys came from for Gonzaga. But they were out there balling, and they won. And then you had Yale was Martin's second pick, and then Yale came up short on. I think they lost by 9, and they were getting 7.5.
Yeah.
So I let these guys say whatever they want to say about the picks.
Well, you done said every goddamn thing. You said you told everybody about their damn picks. You probably tell about your picks, but that's fine though.
I recapping all
This
of
is
them.
one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. This ain't no sprint. It's a marathon. So let him get a little 2 minutes of fame. No, he had his first 2 picks. Great job. And I was over 2, but I'm coming back strong. So like I say, this ain't no sprint. This is a marathon. I'm gonna be there in the end. So I'm gonna be the last man standing. Keep it moving.
America, I'm gonna do you a favor. We're gonna do picks again today. To spare you any unnecessary trouble, I have our new editor because we're here live in Las Vegas. We're in Las Vegas doing this episode. And what I would tell you, I'm going to talk to the editor, and I'm going to tell them to fast forward their shit, so you ain't got to waste your time with that.
No, not happening.
And just come to my pick.
No.
Because that's what America wants. I'm
Okay,
gonna
it's
give them what
not
they
the
want.
Rodney podcast.
Like my
It's
boy
Twitter
Jaden Rose
Report.
said. Give the people what they want. Give them what they want. They want me.
Let's go.
Watch me keep this going.
Great job on the picks, but we're going to let everybody
There
talk.
you go.
Okay.
No, we're going to
It's
talk.
all
We
good.
just fast forward it.
Not the point.
Like
Well-
Martin said, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
You're
Get
gonna be a slow ass marathon runner based on that shit I saw yesterday.
Any other thoughts about the picks you guys did yesterday?
No, I came up short 2 times, but like I say, I'll be coming back strong. I'll be ready.
And then yesterday our bracket challenge kicked off. So Martin, we'll let you talk about the bracket challenge and through one day of picks where we stand.
Yeah, so in the bracket challenge so far, after day 1, you got Salome, and he's in first place right now, and he's tied with Daniel. First place, both of them had 15 points in the first day.
Let me say something with Daniel. So Daniel, that's my guy. I know Daniel. Been known Daniel for years. He's in Alabama. You know I fired $250 goals in fucking Alabama. If he wins, he'll be spending some of that $250 next year.
Well, for the
That's how
people
cheap it is
who-
in Alabama.
For
So
the people who don't know, why don't you guys at least tell them what the bracket challenge is, what they can win, and how much is going on? That's just for the people who might not have seen that episode.
So pretty much, you got to pick every game in the tournament. The first round, I think, is 1 point per win, and then the second round is like 2 points, and then moving forward, every round the points increase that you can win. But you got to pick every game.
First place, second, and
First
third
place is you get $250. Second place you get $100, and then last place you get $50. So hey, we giving away free money. Just hey, come and get it.
And you know, I was gonna take some of that free money, but it wouldn't look right. When you see my picks that I've been giving everyone, and then if I were to smash the tournament, so I took some upsets and shit to give the rest of you guys a chance.
Thanks a
That's
lot.
what you did for us?
Why, thank you.
that
Thank
was
you.
a nice
Because-
Thanks a lot. Thanks
Because
a
it
lot.
would look
Thank
funny,
you.
me winning and on here talking this shit.
okay.
Yeah,
So-
you know.
If you believe that shit, America, come on.
Back to the first, second, and third. So like I said, you got Salome, and I know this guy Salome. Right now Salome, I'm coming for your ass though. Salome is first. We're tied with Daniel. You got JJ, which is my boy back in the D, Jamar. He got 2 brackets and he's in second place, and then you got like 10 people tied for third place. So just don't keep it going. But like I say, it's only the first day, but so far good. Hey, good job, y'all. But I'm coming for you.
I would say JJ, a.k.a. the Rifleman. And why we call him Rifleman is whenever you play basketball with him back in the day, he gonna shoot the motherfucker every time he touch it.
Don't pass.
So, JJ, a.k.a. the Rifleman, he takes one shot. He missed. Quick story. We played basketball one day, me, him, and Quentin. So we're playing. He missed like 7, 8 shots in a row. He makes one. He say, "Hey, Rod, give me the ball. I'm hot." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you made one shot." But the Rifleman. That's him. Real deal.
man.
Our boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamar, good luck in this, along with everyone else that is signed up in the bracket challenge.
Well,
We wish
moving
you the best.
on,
We
let's
thank
talk
you
a little
guys
bit.
for participating.
Yes.
Let's move on. Let's talk about a little bit about early day 2 action. How about how do you guys feel about that so far?
Early too. Hey, like Alabama is in a struggle. Like I just said, hey, Alabama's in a struggle right now. So they only up by 4 points. It's only a few minutes left. So they struggling. You got Baylor almost on the edge of beating. Baylor is up by 4 points with like 10 seconds left. Versus Mississippi State. So that's just some early action that's going right now, but it's going to be a long, good day today. So, but that's the first couple games that we got going on right now.
Now, mind you, when this airs, things may change.
Yes.
But based off of that, what do you guys think about how it's going so far?
I think it'd be interesting to see how Duke comes out with Flag coming back after being out for a couple of days.
Okay. Right.
Duke is a prohibitive favorite. I think all of us here, for the most part, there's some that bought in and have Duke going to the Final Four. And then there's me and Martin, I think, that didn't think they would make it quite that far. I think that'll be interesting to see how they come out the gate. Also today, you have the defending champs, two-time champs playing today. UConn playing against Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is going to push UConn to limits. So we'll see, based on the new cast of characters in UConn, whether they're able to hold off Oklahoma. I think that's going to be a very good contest and something to watch out for today.
Yeah.
Well, we heard a lot from you, Rodney. Why don't we move on to Quentin?
I would like to. I'm liking Illinois. I think Illinois can overtake Xavier today. I'm really looking for that game. It's actually one of my pick'ems. I think that they could actually cover the 4.5 and actually beat Xavier. So that's what I'm pulling for and looking forward to for today, Nina. I like that.
All right. And Tweety, what about you?
Well, today.
Oh, boy. Always coming with
Cover your
something.
ears, America.
You better watch it. You're on camera.
Whatever he says, go the other fucking way, you'll win today.
McNeese, they gonna beat Purdue.
It's gonna be Purdue. Okay.
That's what
That's
you
next
said,
round.
right?
Yeah.
Next round.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
next
like-
round.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I want to know. That's
Okay.
all I want to tell y'all.
All right.
I think I can see riding with that with you.
That's all I want to tell y'all.
Definitely.
Let's go.
Definitely.
I think McNeese is a lot more athletic. So I think
Okay.
there'll be a problem for Purdue.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
it absolutely will be.
Well, before we move on to our next picks, why don't we do Rodney's segment, NBA fans? Let's see. Is it time to jump on the bandwagon? Free agent insight. Why don't you tell
So
us?
I think first thing that I should do is I should first define what a free agent fan is.
Smart.
So once again, as a guy at the end of a season, you're always going to have a winner, number one. Number two, you don't end the season with a broken heart, because being aligned with one team can give you a broken heart. So what I want to look at now and what I throw out to the audience as they're watching here today is I think it's time that we look a little further on the free agent ranks and we decide about this Cleveland team. Is Cleveland a team that we want to add into the fold? So when I look at Cleveland, I've reserved the right to not call them a top contender because Boston is there. But I think as we get this part of the season, despite them being currently on a 3-game losing streak, I think they correct that tonight against the Suns. But the Cleveland Cavaliers have a record of 56-13. So they're about 80% win percentage year to date. The next thing is you dig a little deeper with Cleveland. When you're a free agent fan, you got to do your homework before you jump on the bandwagon. You don't want to just be jumping on anything. When you dig a little deeper, you look at they're the number one offensive efficiency team in the league. Now, they've taken a hit on defense because they were number 5, 6 on defensive efficiency, and they're number 11 now. So over the course of the last couple weeks, even though they were winning through that 16-game win streak and they've lost 3, their defense slipped. So they got to pick that up a bit in order to be that true contender that's going to be able to go toe-to-toe with Boston. But then I say the last thing about them is that you look at is they're in a league that shoots a lot of three-pointers. They are the top three-point shooting team in the league at 38.7%. So when I look at all the facts and I think about it and I look at their catalog, they got some gear that's pretty tight too. You got to have gear if you're going to make it onto the free agent ranks. Cleveland checks those boxes. America, it's time. Let's bring Cleveland to the fold. Cleveland will officially, you heard it here first, be one of the teams that's added to my collection of teams that I'm rooting for this year in the NBA. Cleveland's in there, and I would suggest anyone that has a team that's at the 7, 8, 9, 10 that's trying to get into the play-in, fuck that. Jump on the Cleveland bandwagon and some of the other teams, my Bostons and other ones that I root for, and you'll come out a winner like me this year too. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thoughts?
For all of us who did not really understand what Rodney's free agent fan meant, what that means is that when you try to have any sports argument with this man, he will quickly jump to the next team, and while insulting your team to the fullest. He will never have a shit team for you. He will always have a contender to fight with whatever you're talking about.
That's the beauty of it, baby. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. What? There are a couple teams that I have favorites, but mostly he spells it out correctly.
Thoughts outside of that? Any other thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, no loyalty. I mean, but that's who he is. I mean, he got about 10 teams. I got one in every sport, and I'm going to stick to that one because I'm loyal. But everybody ain't loyal these days. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but that's him. That's who he is. Mr. Free Agent. Hey, go for it.
Chris Brown, huh? Chris Brown ain't no one loyal. Ain't
no loyal.
no one loyal around here. Okay, because I first met him, he was a Dallas fan, Dallas Cowboys fan.
That's a totally different sport. Totally different sport. Totally different sport. We're talking basketball now.
But you got 10 teams in football, too, so it don't make a
How many?
difference.
I do.
How many teams you got?
And basketball?
Right now.
6 or 7.
You don't.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna win a championship, baby, and I'll be celebrating.
All right.
All right, but them Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, that should be an easy win tonight against Phoenix. Everybody beating Phoenix, so he can't count there. He
I'll
can't
agree
count
with
that.
you. I would.
He might have got that one.
I like that
Phoenix,
pick for tonight.
Phoenix,
He got that one right for the night.
yeah, that's tonight. Yeah, everybody gonna be.
I appear to be getting everything right these days. So
Okay.
We have a little time left, so is there anything that you guys want to talk about left? About I Told You So, or maybe memorable moments you want to share with fans based off of how first day went?
Let's do these picks. Let's do these
get it.
picks.
Let's get it.
Let's get into it.
Let's do these
do it.
picks. Let's
Want to start us off, Martin?
Yeah, I start us off. So I'm going with tomorrow. I'm going with the boys in blue. I'm going with Michigan, baby.
Let's
They're
go.
going to beat Texas
Let's go, blue.
A&M.
Blue.
They're going to beat Texas A&M, and we're going to be in the Sweet 16. Book it, baby. Let's go.
I'm down with that one.
I'm gonna second that. I said it before the podcast. I agree. I'm blue all the way. I think blue struggled through the game yesterday. They got some things to clean up.
Y'all was nervous.
But when you look at it tomorrow,
Y'all
we're
was
chilling.
nervous.
We're in the sports book chilling. But when you look at it, hands down, I think they're going to outplay and step up and improve. So I'm down with blue too. Blue plus the 2.5. They win it outright,
They're gonna
but
win.
take the 2.5.
Love that. Love it. All
All
right.
right, I like. Let's go with Oregon. I like Oregon minus 6.5 over Liberty. I think the experienced team can definitely cover that 7. So that's going to be my pick for tomorrow. Is going to be the Oregon Ducks.
All right.
Minus the 6.5.
Come on with it.
All right, I got
America, cover your ears.
UCLA over Tennessee tomorrow.
Okay.
Plus 4.5.
Underdog.
The
I know that's
underdog.
right.
You got to bet the underdog.
Hey, you got to bet
tomorrow.
them dogs.
You bet them dogs.
Didn't you pick the other team versus UCLA? Now?
I don't remember. That was yesterday. Run the tape
Hey,
back.
he learned his lesson. That's why he got
That's
UCLA.
what's up. That's what's
He
up.
learned his lesson.
That's
That's
what's up, bro.
Hey, call this motherfucker the Grim Reaper. So, hey, UCLA, start packing your bags up. Your season's over, baby. It's over.
Let's do it.
Let's go, baby.
UCLA. Remember.
All right.
I think we're good. I think we've
Yeah.
wrapped this one pretty well. Nina, I think the gentleman here have all done a good job of explaining what we saw. We look forward to tuning here in Vegas. We look forward to tuning in. I think the only other thing that I would say, if you'll notice as you look around, hats, gear, the Hood Report collection coming your way soon. It's tight as fuck. It's coming your way soon. It's going. That's under the Hood Gear brand. You'll be seeing that on our store on Shopify, and you'll be seeing that on our podcast. You'll see the details on that, and you'll be able to order yourself. If you look around, it's tight, it's ready. Hey, holler out to or shout out to Iconic Stitching, who did the phenomenal work for us in Phoenix. Let's go.
Let's get it.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. This was Hood Report Podcast. We're happy to be here with you guys. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, stay tuned to figure out more what's happening with March Madness here on our podcast. And we hope to see you in our next one. Thank you.
Let's go.